What's going on, guys? It's Aristeaus, and today we're going to do a video on Dragon Ball Z Online. We're going to do an account overview, as I haven't made a video in a while, and we're also going to talk about my plans for the future. Right now I'm rocking Fusion Zamasu, Clone Vegeta, Goku Black, and Zamasu, the Goku Black Bros, Zamasu Bros, rocking about 3.6 million BP, could be at least 4 million BP. I am slacking a little bit on like gems on my main. The problem is, like, even if I were to throw a bunch of gems on my main, it's not going to solve anything for me. It's kind of like just inflated BP at that point. So most of my time spent is focused on my vanguards and my supports. Newest character is Fusion Zamasu. He's pretty damn strong, as evidenced by the 100+ people that bought him on PWG. It's just kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I have him pretty decently stacked, so he's got 2.5 mil HP, and that's PvE HP. I had him at about 3 million, but it was too much. Like, 2.5 million right now for where I'm at. Even the PvE stages I can't quite clear yet. He doesn't die. Like, he's fine. He just ends up like slowly getting attritioned out because he doesn't do enough damage to kill the other stuff. So 2.5 mil is just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't really need him higher. The physical attack I would get, like, say if I put more Space Savior on him, which is the Kage stuff. If I put more Space Savior on him, he'd get stronger. He'd have like 3 mil HP or whatever. He'd probably have 320k at physical attack, and I can put more potency into him, but there's not a whole lot of point to it. It's only going to be 40% burn damage because he's never going to do actual damage with a 60% damage rate. So I'm not overly worried about doing that right now. So he lives through everything I need him to live through. He does what he needs to do. He provides some CC in some situations. Valuable in PvP, valuable in PvE, because he's got the all-important dot damage. Right now, he's right where I need him to be. I may consider reincarnating him when I get to 120. I don't think that I'm going to get Kushina. In fact, I'm almost positive that I'm not going to get Kushina when she comes out. So that means the next Vanguard I get is Orochimaru, which is damn near 10 months away. So I can probably just stick with Fusion Zamasu, and if I do that, I might want to consider reincarnating him. But I haven't quite decided. I may end up getting Kushina. I don't know. It really depends on what they're doing with the characters and how they're porting them over and doing the slight changes to their skills and talents and stuff like that. Next up is Clone Vegeta. Clone Vegeta is probably just, the game revolves around Clone Vegeta right now. He's the fastest character in the game. He's got the all-important stun. All the characters in the game right now, all the event characters, do not have pure stun immunity, which means they only have a % to resist the stun. Having a high stun rate, fastest character in the game, obviously CC is super important for PvP and stuff like that, but Clone Vegeta just kind of runs the game right now as far as PvP. The only issue I have with that, and it's the reason why I only have 2 potency in his Corrin Tower, is because he's gonna well, I wouldn't even say slowly. I'd say he's gonna get phased out pretty quickly within the next 2 months. 2 months is like the absolute max, but he's gonna start slowly getting phased out. Even right now, fighting against really strong Gohan boos, he just loses. Like, you can't rely on him to do that. Gohan Boo is the only character in the game. All the PvE characters and stuff like that keep what they had. They didn't get changed at all. So Gohan Boo has Void Stun and Decreased Fury completely free character. Anybody can get him. Gohanbu's probably the strongest character by himself in the entire game. Now that will change when we start getting faster, much faster characters that do different things, not just stun. So characters like Indra Sasuke has the Petrify. You start getting characters that also have stun immunity. Like the next event character that's going to be released is Susanoo Kakashi, we believe. Susanoo Kakashi is an assaulter. I'm not particularly fond of the character, to be honest. Like, I don't plan on getting him, but if he has a pure stun immunity, that's a huge deal, and that changes things. So I may get him at that point. But right now, my plan is not to get him. I'm actually not going to get Gohanbu either. By the time I'm at 47k, I need to get 13k more. I've been slacking on my team battle. I could probably do it, but by the time I do it, Gohanbu's gonna kind of take a back seat to the new characters that are coming out. Because after Susanoo Kakashi, we've got some serious support characters that come out in Three-Eyed Madara and Reanimated Nagato. And they kind of outclass even though this pure stun immunity is still important, you know, having Super Flash, if that still exists in this game, or having a really fast, really hard-hitting support that buffs your other damage, is probably better than getting Gohanbu. Plus, we know in the future that there will be things like equipment and what have you in this. There's also other items that you can buy with your points, so I'm just going to save my points for now. Also, bonds are supposedly coming up probably next month, and I don't know if they're going to be the same bonds. They could be different bonds, and I may need to get some like Mercenary Tau, for example, because I believe that's Sai, and Sai was a bond character. He was a special bond character that was a 20% boost. So for right now, I'm not going to spend anything. I'm just going to save it and have it when I need it, essentially. So yeah, Clone Vegeta, really, really strong right now. Just, I have a feeling he's going to fall off a cliff really quickly. My Z weapons, they are level 9s and level 8. In fact, I can just show it. I do have a level 10 agility, but I don't have the talismans. They recently allowed us, or did an update to allow us to do upgrades to Z weapon level 10, grade 10. I just don't have the talismans to do it right now. Otherwise it would already be 10. Next up is my secondary support. It's Goku Black. Goku Black's my main damage dealer. Oh yeah, by the way, I should probably go over this. My Fusion Zamasu has level 11 strength and level 11 stamina just across the board. My Clone Vegeta has level 12 agility across the board. And my Goku Black has level 12 spirits across the board. So he's mainly there for damage. His key attack's a little bit lower because I did take all my Space Savior off of him and put it on Clone Vegeta. His Kai attack would probably be closer to 360, all said and done with the extra stuff from Space Savior and what have you. I could also buff his Quarren Tower quite a bit. I can probably get him to 100 right now, but I'm not super interested in putting a ton in there. With the way the future's going to go, Goku Black's really important, and he's going to be a staple in my team, but the minute Indra Sasuke, or the equivalent of Indra Sasuke, comes out, he's just going to replace Goku Black because they both do poison damage. I can't have both. I could have both of them, but there's no reason to have both of them on the team. And then the last one is, Goku Black, by the way. He's poison damage, all that stuff. So he does good damage. Gives supports combo rate, attack, all that stuff. Lastly is my assaulter, other than my main, because mains are kind of worthless right now, is Zamasu. I actually put too much Quarren training on this guy. It's just going to get inherited to whatever the next character I want. He's okay, like he's Shishui, is that how you say it? From Naruto. Fairly strong character. He's got a lot of damage rate. Does good damage. His skill reduces well, yeah, defense. It reduces 20% defense for 2 rounds. He has increased support's aid rate, which is important because Fusion Zamasu has increased Assaulter's aid rate. So essentially, you get your Fusion Zamasu backs up your Assaulters, which is Zamasu my main. Zamasu backs up my supports, which is Goku Black and Clone Vegeta. So right now, it works out pretty well. The plan is to not have Zamasu. In fact, the plan is to not have any Assaulter relatively soon. I'm going to end up going 3-1-1. I'm probably going to end up running Three-Eyed Madara, Nagato, and Goku Black as my 3 supports, my main, and then Fusion Zamasu. And then just filter out the characters as they come in. So as Injure Sasuke comes in, replace Goku Black. As Toneri comes in, Toneri comes in, replace probably Three-Eyed Madara or Nagato maybe. It just depends. So just filtering those out. The reason I'm planning to do that is it makes the game a little simpler, and my end game plan is vastly different than anything you've seen from Naruto players, from the Naruto version of the game. No one's done this in Naruto, as far as I know. I haven't seen anybody do it. I imagine they did it on the Chinese version, but I haven't seen a whole lot of people try and do the end game team I'm going to do, which I'm going to keep a secret for now, because I don't want to give out too much information. But I am planning on going 3-1-1. It does make things simpler. Things like your Snake Way, I can just focus on my support wing, which, I mean, you kind of do it anyway because supports are bad mamma jammas. But hey Kale, my cat just jumped on my lap. Hey, baby. But you know, only having to do Vanguard and support wings. Plus, I was never really wowed by any of the Assaulters. Even the endgame ones, they all tried to do something really cool. Like, okay, you've got Assaulters with Death Seed, like Sandstorm Gara, and you have Assaulters that do damage when they die to the entire enemy team, like Gara and Seventh Hokage and stuff like that. I was just never really impressed with those types of characters and what they actually bring to the table. But I think I can make a 3-1-1 team work for a while. I may end up switching back when there's a Halo that I just can't afford to not have on my team. But for now, 3-1-1 probably for the next year or so, the moment the Three-Eyed Madara and Nagato come out. Maybe even when the first one comes out, switching over. Let's see. So as far as PvP Snake Way, I am on 7 stage 2. We got the Fat Boo. Wow. Is it really gonna... Oh. I thought it was gonna freeze up. It hasn't done that in forever. Don't bite me. I can't beat this character. There's no way I'm going to beat it right now. It's not for really a lack of surviving. I know my Assaulters are going to get blown up by Innocent Boo. It's just my damage is a little low right now. I need to work on that a little bit. And given that my main is a Spirit-based and then I'm running 3-1-1, means I have 4 Spirit-based characters. That's probably going to end up hurting me, to be honest. But I think I can make it work as long as I plan it out correctly. So we're going to end up doing that. And yeah, there's no way I win this. I'm going to get blown up. But that's where I'm at for that. For not Snake Way, I'm going to go Space Saver. I cleared everything. I've been cleared in this game, for quite some time now. Let's see. For Dragon Ball Fairyland, I am stuck on Vegeta. Vegeta just blows up my team. It's a matter of having more HP. I don't have enough HP. He doesn't have a whole lot of health himself, so my dots will end up blowing him up. It's just he's going to blow up my entire team with this skill. Kai Blast! Well, almost my entire team. So as soon as I get some more HP on my team and stuff like that, more damage immune rate, I should be fine to clear this guy. I have enough damage. Like, it's round 2 and he took 300k already. It's just the immune rate stuff. And if you look, like, my Fusion's Masu took like no damage in that fight. And his damage immune rate isn't much higher than everybody else's. Maybe like 30%. So work on that. Oh, I should probably show my... I am 2-star level 4. I did spend a little bit of gold to upgrade him. I believe I spent like 10k gold or something like that. Or 10k coupons. I don't remember what it was. Not that big a deal for me. I've got tons of gold I don't really need, and I have nothing to spend it on. And unlike Snake Way is like, the bonuses are the bonuses. It doesn't, there's no snowballing, right? So once you beat that guy, if I beat him today, it gives me 35 Kai orders. If I beat it 2 weeks from now, it still gives me 35 Kai orders. Whereas if I get a little bit higher on my Dragon Ball Fairyland, it'll give me more stats, which allows me to get a little bit farther in PvE, which maybe lets me get farther in Dragon Ball Fairyland itself, which gives me more stones, like, etc., etc. There's a snowball type effect. It's not like you're not going to run away with the game or anything like that, but you do end up getting a little bit more bonus for what you have. I wouldn't recommend doing it. Like, I feel a little dirty doing it, if I'm being totally honest, but I don't feel that bad about it. Like, it's a lot of stats and stuff. Let's see. For my refinement laboratory, I've cleared the first 2, and I cleared Nail in the first one. Can't clear Piccolo quite yet. Piccolo hates supports. Like, he absolutely hates supports. What are you doing, Kale? Yeah, Mellow. I named her Kale because she is a berserker. And she's Saiyan if I've ever met one in my entire life. She's a Saiyan. Aren't you? Aren't you Saiyan? And she's trying to bite me right now. Yeah, so I can't clear Piccolo yet. Soon enough, though. As far as my refines, I'm at maxed out 100. Can't do anything with that right now. 68 for my Vanguard and 17 for my support. I am on Nail, so I don't get anything back during the day. This is mostly just basic refines. Spending the basic refines to get bonus and stuff like that. I think I did spend probably 2,000 coupons since I beat Nail just to level up to 17. Maybe a little bit more. I'm not quite sure. So not too bad there. There's not much else for PvE right now. So my plan is to go 3-1-1. My Corrin Tower, I do have quite a bit saved up. I have way more than this actually saved up because I have boxes in my inventory. I also have the tournament point stuff. I haven't spent the tournament point stuff on the epic thing. Epic Sensu Bean. I should learn how to talk. Epic Sensu Beans yet, because bonds may come out and things like Future Android 18, probably important for that because I believe she was a part of a support speed boost in one of the bonds. So I'm just kind of, right now, I'm in a holding pattern to see what happens with the bonds and happens with the new characters that come out. Other than that, everything's pretty normal. Yep, just slowly working my way up towards what I need to do. Did I do my daily task yet? Yeah, there I go. Kale, stop it. So yeah, just giving you guys a little bit of an update on my account and what's going on with it, where my plans are. I do probably plan on reincarnating either Nagato or Three-Eyed Madara when they come out, like the day they come out, because I should almost certainly be at least 120 by then. I'm able to reincarnate the moment I get to 120, because I'm level 100, and these things, that's not a big deal. It's 5,000 to upgrade a character. So I'm going to be able to reincarnate the moment I hit 120, and the moment either Nagato or Three-Eyed Madara come out, I'll be able to reincarnate them. Really depends on what they do, how nerfed they are, if they're similar, if they still have super flash, stuff like that. So yeah, it's basically going to be a whole lot of bouncing between supports and seeing what goes on. At the next Dragon Ball Bank, I may actually end up spending it instead of saving it like I have been doing, and just getting probably another level 12 spirit set, probably. Um, I know the next few events that come out that have access to talismans, I'm going to end up probably dropping money to get talismans, because I do have a few level, oh, my Shenron. Shenron's only 9 level 4, I'm a little bit behind on that. But I do have a level 10 spirit and a level 10 agility, and it costs 250 talismans to go from 8 plus 8 to plus 10 on each one of them. So I'm gonna need 500 just to get these up, and then slowly work on everybody else's. Though when Nagato or 3-Eyed Madara comes out, they're probably gonna get consolidated on the same character anyway. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just giving you guys an update on what's going on and where I'm planning on going. I'm probably gonna end up making a whole lot more videos regarding this. Um, just to show you guys more stuff, start doing tournaments and stuff like that and recording them. Uh, just giving more, because I do think the game is really good. I think the game should be a lot more popular than it actually is. It's way more affordable to play than the Naruto game. It's, in my opinion, more current. Like, you still do have Boruto and stuff like that, but man, dude, the hype I get from watching Dragon Ball Super is a big deal. It's a big deal to me. So, I don't know. I just feel like this game has a lot to offer as opposed to the other stuff. They did make some unfortunate changes to the game that makes it harder for free-to-play players, but the equivalent of like a Dragon Ball Bank in this game, if you top up $200, you can get the equivalent of 170,000 positive gold. You get 250,000 gold, but it costs you 80k to buy the funds for the bank. So you get 170,000 gold for $200, which is an absurd amount of gold. Like, that's a little over $3,000 worth of gold, I believe, because I believe $1,000 in pure gold will buy you 50k gold. So for $200, you're getting something like $3,400 worth of gold. That's pretty insane. And PlayWeb game, we had the downtime yesterday, but I've been pretty impressed with how they're doing stuff. They try with the community. They got Facebook events, stuff like that, where they're giving out stuff. So I'm pretty happy with the game right now. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Y'all take it easy.